Welcome to Tooltech Geek. Today I'm gonna show you a set of precision tools that fit in your pocket and includes the smallest cutting blade you've ever seen. So please stick around, if anything, to see what's the smallest blade that I ever found that's great for EDC. So I'm gonna show you a small tool or toolkit. You can call it a modular toolkit. It's very small in size on purpose, and we're gonna see that it has many tools. The objective is to have something modular where we have a certain number of tools and a handle that we reuse the same handle for all the different tools. Another goal is that we should be able to change the tools without having to use other tools such as wrenches. So it should be just changeable with your hands. A while ago I showed you these shaft couplers that allow you to exchange tools and then maybe have them attached to some holder, but this requires a little wrench to do the change of tools, so it's not very practical for everyday use. Now if we want to do a hand change, there's now these 3-jaw chucks available that are very small, so I thought it would be a good idea to explore what can be done. Can we create a tool that has one of these little chucks? There's like larger tools that have a chuck and you can change either drill bits or things and put them store them in the handle. So this idea is pretty similar. I want to have a sort of handle, the chuck, and a bunch of tiny tools. But here the unique thing is everything is much smaller in size. So this is what I did. I put a small 3-jaw chuck into one of these homemade handles. This part is made with some furniture mending plates, and then you have some pivots, screws, and washers. Here I use a larger nut to basically save on washers. Here I have a bit of a combination of plastic and metal for no particular reason. And this piece is a part of a hex key that I cut, and the chuck is attached by set screws on the hexagonal, which you can do and undo using this little wrench. So you will only do this once to attach it the first time, then you don't need the wrench. Here I'm securing it. Now we have a portable chuck that per se doesn't do much, but with your hand you can open it and close it, and that allows you to put things of different diameters. So that means we can have lots of little tools as long as they're circular or approximately circular. Something hexagonal probably would fit too, and we can put it in here. So I collected a bunch of small tools that fit that description, and I'm gonna show you some of them. First of all, I have this metal brush. It's relatively large, but it fits still in the tube. And this is to show you that you can put a relatively large diameter, and this can clean up, for example, rust. This could be good even to clean maybe like battery terminals in a car if you're changing a battery. It's a wire brush, very strong. This is part of a rotary tool kit, kind of like a Dremel or a Dremel clone. So basically many other tools from those kits you could fit there, of course without the rotation. This is another case like that. This is a conical burr that in this case you could use to either maybe enlarge small holes or even create in a soft material a small hole. Again, this shows how you can use a tool from a Dremel in this pocket tool. The next one also from a rotary tool. This is a drill bit. It's not so tiny, and this will let you drill holes in wood or plastic, pretty much soft materials. If you had a drill of the right hardness and sufficient patience, you could possibly drill in soft metal, but I don't think it's a great idea. It would take too long. And then of course a small drill bit. By adjusting the chuck, you can basically put smaller or bigger diameters. So this will be for smaller hole. There are tools that do this, which are the pin vices, such, but this one is something you can kind of fold, take very little space. So in a way this is pretty much like a pin vise. Here's another of small tools that I could find. This is a diamond file. I should zoom in more for this one. This is a diamond file that has a circular cross section. So the usage would be to do any sort of filing where you can, for example, create a notch, or if there's a hole or something, you can internally file it with diamond file. I wish I had like a flat one. There are some flat diamond files, but they tend to be long. Probably if I would cut it, I could create a flat diamond file that will fit here. So basically you always need a sort of cylindrical handle and then some other tool on the other side that's not too long. Here's another set of very small tools. These are small screwdrivers that are used to fix cell phones. There's a small Phillips screwdriver, small flathead, and this is a pentalobe. It has a star shape. Let me see if I can zoom in closer to it. That is the star shape. This is used in some iPhones, probably other products too. Now, how did I get these screwdrivers? Well, let me show you. I took a few of these small screwdrivers that come in a cell phone repair kit. If you buy a screen, for example, to replace, or a battery, they should come with some of these very inexpensive tools. And then if you buy several, you end up with extra. So what I did is I cut this with an abrasive disc, and then I have these very much more portable versions, as I can put them in the 3-jaw chuck. Now, as I promised before, I'm gonna show you the smallest blade in the world, and this is it. We'll have to look closer. And this is a blade from a Cricut machines that used to cut vinyl. Sometimes they sell these in sets of many because the machines will use it and wear it out, and then you replace it. So you can buy maybe lots and lots of them for cheap. But it has a very sharp blade. in a very small package. So I think this is ideal for EDC, even if you don't use the chuck. But if you're having a very portable toolkit or such, or a Altoid survival, you can always take one of these, and then you have a blade, a cutting blade. So this will cut a small thickness of material, for example tape or paper, or maybe to score some polystyrene to break it if you're doing like building models. Some materials it may take 2 passes to cut, like they do with the machines. But this is very tiny, portable, extremely lightweight, portable. Doesn't take any space. That's how it looks when it's in the chuck. Let's see if we can cut a piece of sandpaper for a project. I'm gonna use a ruler and this tiny blade. I see the orientation of the blade. Okay. I better follow the ruler here that I'm using. It's cutting. I think it works very well. I cut the other direction now. In a couple passes just in case. Let's see. There you go. Your cutting power in your very small footprint. Now, of course, the system of putting everything in a little tube, I don't know if it's very practical really, but this is a bit of a proof of concept if you wish. Basically we show, yes, you can make a tool that is very small and precision stuff, such as all these iPhone screwdrivers, and doesn't take any space. Thank you for watching.